Look, I've spent decades analyzing policy failures and regulatory capture in Washington, but nothing quite prepared me for what I discovered when I started looking into what's actually in our bathrooms. We trust these spaces implicitly. We assume someone somewhere in government is making sure the products we use every day are safe. That assumption, I'm afraid, is dangerously misplaced. Your bathroom might be the most toxic room in your house, and the worst part is that you probably have no idea. Let me walk you through what I found, and trust me, you'll want to check your own bathroom after hearing this. Let's start with something you've probably noticed but dismissed as harmless. Those dark spots in your shower corners behind the curtain creeping along the ceiling, that's mold. And it's doing far more damage than making your bathroom look dirty. Here's what most people don't realize. Mold doesn't just cause sneezing and allergies. The latest neurological research shows it can actually mess with your brain in frightening ways. We're talking about brain fog, memory problems, difficulty concentrating, unexplained depression, and anxiety. Neurologists have described the symptoms as remarkably similar to what happens after a serious concussion. Why? Because the toxins these molds produce inflame the hippocampus, the part of your brain responsible for forming memories and creating new neural connections. One night of high humidity is all it takes for mold to start growing and spreading. So what do you do about it? First, stop feeding it. Keep your bathroom ventilated. If possible, install an exhaust fan that actually pushes that stagnant air outside, not just recirculates it. Let it run even after you finish showering. If you don't have an exhaust fan, at minimum, keep your doors and windows open to prevent that trapped moisture. When it's time to clean, here's where most people make a critical mistake. They reach for bleach. Don't use bleach in enclosed spaces. You'll end up breathing chlorine fumes, which can trigger respiratory problems. Instead, spray the mold with white vinegar, let it sit for at least an hour, then clean it off. You can boost the cleaning power with baking soda and a brush for those stubborn spots and grout in corners. And wear a mask while you're doing this because those mold particles become airborne and you don't want them in your lungs. Now here's something even more concerning, and I guarantee you haven't thought twice about it. That plastic shower curtain hanging in your bathroom right now, you know the one, clear or with those cheerful little designs on it. Every time you turn on that hot water, it's releasing a chemical cocktail into the air that you're breathing in. That new plastic smell that some people actually associate with cleanliness, that's the smell of toxins being released into your shower. When hot water creates steam, that vinyl or PVC curtain starts off-gassing phthalates, which disrupt your hormones and throw your testosterone and estrogen out of balance. It releases dioxins, which have been linked to cancer, and it emits organotin compounds that weaken your immune system. Every single day, these chemicals are entering your body, increasing your toxic load. And over time, they can damage your liver, kidneys, and even your brain. The solution here is straightforward. Replace that plastic curtain with a tempered glass shower door. It's the safest option because glass doesn't release any chemicals and it's easy to clean. Now, I understand that's not always financially feasible. If you can install glass, at least get rid of PVC and vinyl curtains. Look for fabric curtains that are treated to resist mold, or find plastic curtains that are specifically certified as phthalate-free and low in volatile organic compounds. That low VOC label means it releases fewer chemicals when exposed to heat and steam. Whatever you choose, wash it regularly, keep your bathroom well ventilated, and if it's fabric, make sure it dries completely between uses. But here's where it gets really personal. I want you to go look at your shampoo bottle right now. Look at the ingredients list. If you see words ending in paraben, like methylparaben, propylparaben, or butylparaben, you're putting hormone-disrupting chemicals on your skin and scalp every single day. The science on this is clear and disturbing. Studies have found parabens in the blood and urine of the vast majority of adults tested. In women, these chemicals mimic estrogen. They can contribute to thyroid problems, weight gain, and increased breast cancer risk. In men, they suppress testosterone, which translates to lower energy levels, reduced sex drive, erectile dysfunction, and higher prostate cancer risk. And it's not just shampoo we're talking about here. Face creams, body lotions, They're loaded with parabens and synthetic fragrances that don't just irritate your skin. They absorb directly into your bloodstream. More toxins accumulating in your liver and kidneys, weaker immune system, hormones completely out of whack. For men specifically, beard care products are a particular trap. They're packed with these chemicals and others like them. That pleasant scent lingering on your face after you shave, that's a chemical mixture sitting on your skin and absorbing easily. The skin on your face is one of the most absorptive areas of your body, and these substances go straight to disrupting your hormonal system. The result? Chronic fatigue, loss of muscle mass, irritability, accelerated aging, and intimate problems. The good news is there are safe alternatives. Read labels carefully and throw out anything containing parabens. Choose shampoos, creams, and personal care products that are clearly labeled paraben-free and fragrance-free. Look for products made with natural ingredients like coconut oil, argan oil, or jojoba. You'll protect your skin, your hair, and most importantly, your hormones. Now let's talk about aerosols, because this is where convenience has completely overridden common sense. Hairspray, spray on sunscreen, spray deodorants, they seem so easy and quick. But every time you press that button, you're releasing millions of tiny droplets into the air, and you're breathing them in without even realizing it. Your body has no filter for particles that small. They travel deep into your lungs, into your alveoli, and from there they pass directly into your bloodstream. This isn't just about throat irritation or a scratchy nose. Over time, this exposure can lead to chronic bronchitis, aggravated asthma, heart problems, and hormonal imbalances. Because many of these products contain synthetic fragrances, industrial solvents, oxybenzone, and aluminum compounds. The solution is simple. Stop using aerosols in enclosed spaces. For your hair, switch to creams, pomades, or gels that hold your style without filling the air with chemicals. Just pay attention to the ingredient list. The shorter and simpler it is, the better. Make sure there are no ingredients ending in paraben and no synthetic fragrances. For sun protection, use cream-based sunscreens. The safest ones are mineral-based with zinc oxide. They work like a physical shield on your skin. They don't enter your bloodstream, and they won't mess with your hormones. For deodorant, switch from spray to stick or roll-on or cream formulas. And if they're made with natural ingredients like coconut oil, jojoba, or shea butter, even better. They work just as well without filling your lungs with toxins. Now we come to the most serious hazard, and this one primarily affects women who use makeup daily. That foundation powder, that blush, those eyeshadows, they can contain one of the most dangerous chemicals, talc contaminated with asbestos. And here's the terrifying truth. There is no safe level of asbestos exposure. Even tiny amounts can cause lung cancer, ovarian cancer, or a deadly tumor called mesothelioma, sometimes decades after exposure. This isn't some conspiracy theory. A major cosmetics company hid this problem for years and was forced to pay nearly $9 billion in settlements for cancer cases linked to their talc products. Laboratory testing in the United States found that many popular makeup brands from major companies contain millions of asbestos fibers in every gram of product. But talc isn't the only poison hiding in cosmetics. Lead, mercury, formaldehyde, they show up regularly. These substances damage your nervous system, impair your memory, increase cancer risk, and accelerate skin aging. Your daily beauty routine could literally be poisoning you. The way out is simple. Go through your cosmetics and throw away anything containing talc. Choose safer options that are certified free of heavy metals and synthetic fragrances, and that carry proper safety certifications. Whenever possible, go for cream-based products instead of powders. That way you avoid inhaling these toxic substances altogether. Here's the bottom line, and this is what frustrates me most as someone who has spent a career watching regulatory failures. The government agencies that are supposed to protect us from these hazards have, through a combination of industry lobbying and bureaucratic incompetence, completely dropped the ball. That leaves you responsible for your own safety. You have to be the one reading labels, asking questions, and making informed choices about what products you bring into your home. The market will respond if enough people start demanding better. Your purchasing decisions matter. When you choose safer products, you're sending a message to manufacturers that health matters more than convenience. It might seem like a small thing, but multiply that across millions of households and you've got real change. Your bathroom doesn't have to be a toxic hazard zone. With the right knowledge and some deliberate choices about what you buy, it can actually be what it's supposed to be, a safe, clean space for taking care of yourself.